let's talk about Dutton 2024 August. Um, very, very recently, Tim, I knew that he couldn't keep away, I guess, and he wouldn't mind me saying it. I think he's about 75 in August 2024. Um, and you may or may not know, he was, after he gave up making, shall we say, conventional kit cars, he started producing amphibious cars, and he made 260 of those until he sold the company in autumn of 2023. Now, I knew he couldn't retire. I knew he couldn't retire. I've known Tim nearly 40 years, and I knew he wouldn't be able to retire. And I knew he was up to something. He'd been asking me a few interesting questions about, what's a good donor to use these days? And he appeared at our stand, turned up as a punter at the National Kit Car Motor Show. Didn't say Stoneleigh, you didn't catch me out, Malvern, in June, for what he said was just a look around, which struck me as odd. He then asked me about the new Newark show, which is in September this year. He was thinking of going along to have a look now, and all this seemed interesting. And I did know, he did tell me that he was, inverted commas coming out now, in buying and refurbishing and selling old Dutton Phaetons, of which he sold loads. Plenty of material there for him to restore, and that he is actually doing that. What he didn't tell me until last week when he announced it officially was that, and this is big news for the kit car industry, it's probably going to be, and it puts thus far in August, it probably will be the biggest news of the industry's year, that Tim Dutton, bless him, at 75, still got incredible drive, is making kit cars again. And he's relaunching the Phaeton in Series 5, guys. And that's 5 guys, not the burger company. In Series 5, guys, Mark 5. Because I know I'm going to get someone say, 5 guys. Oh, it's not a bad idea, that. But anyway, Mazda MX-5 based, NC Mark 3. And I think that's a great idea. Enlarged cockpit, long lengthened cockpit, and generally brought up to date. And I think there'll be a mileage for that car. Let's face it, he sold 8,000 kit cars first time around, 260 amphibious vehicles. Clearly the man knows how to sell kit cars, and regardless of the fact he sold 8,000 cars, which are kits, which demands it just demands respect in itself. I just think he knows how to sell cars, kit cars. So he's about to launch that. If you go into the Newark show at the end of September, you'll undoubtedly see him there. And don't be surprised if he sells a few.
Hello and welcome to the Alternative Car Show. Today we're at the 6R4.net Action Day.
Hi, Jamesy. I've got this Mini, I've had it for years, but I've sold it a few times and it's come back. Anyway, it's never really been out of track since it was rebuilt, and there's a long story to it.
that's about all for today. And I have had a bit of a ramble, and I haven't any drink today, so I can promise you that. But I hope you enjoyed that one. I was looking at some stats the other day, and I think we've got over 1,200 subscribers now, which is absolutely mind blowing for me. And I can't thank you enough for that, showing faith in the little channel. But I think 75% of people that listen to these videos don't actually subscribe. So if I could ask you, please, just on your way out, if you could hit that little subscribe and like button or like buttons, I would be so grateful, and I would really appreciate it. And it just gives a bit of faith, and it lets us just put a bit more into the channel. We have got some plans for the channel. Time flies; you don't know where you are when I'm doing this. So I started this channel almost a year ago, in July 2023, with Neil at Inman Autos' help, of course, invaluable help and support. And I had no idea I'd still be producing these little videos a year later. And again, I can only thank you, wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing. If it's somewhere like Bali or somewhere like that, I won't be jealous, not at all. But wherever you are, whatever you're doing, thank you so much for coming along and just listening to me ramble on about old kit cars. I hope you enjoyed it. We've got plenty more planned for you. There's going to be a good one. Well, they're all good, of course, I should say, but we've got one coming up very soon on Jeremy Phillips' Silver Auto Kits. Very good friend of mine, and someone I admire immensely. And excuse me, right up there, underrated, but right up there with the greatest car designers the UK's ever produced, in my humble opinion. The ability to produce a car that looks diminutive, but it's like a TARDIS inside. And let's not even mention the insane handling ability that every Silver has. Anyway, that's coming up soon. Hope you have a great day. Thanks very much for visiting. I look forward to warmly welcoming you next time. Thank you very much.